Who was working on this bin? Were you, ma'am? What's your name?
Alex.
Alex, if you could just tip that in there.
There you go.
So it just finished.
I'm not sure.
Didn't do anything, it just turned off.
My batteries might be a bit.
And
it says it's full.
Those
Yeah, it goes in the
have to
machine.
go back to the farmers. Don't they? We've got those. Yeah. So if you could do that really quickly, then you can come with us. We'll go upstairs and look at the other compost system. Yes, please.
Mark, I just wondered if you had a lot of
It's right here.
Right. Just been asked whether or not you must learn, because you're going to be teachers and talk loudly like me one day, you need to practice projecting, so talk loudly. I've been asked, could you put horse manure and other manures in this? The answer is absolutely. What that will have is a lot of nitrogen. It will really kick it along, make it start to cook really well. So that's another thing. Anything that's got nitrogen or carbon will make this cook. If it's got a bit of water with it, and a combination of the air, the moisture, and the carbon will make this cook. This will also give this a bit of a seal, make sure that moisture that we've just put into it doesn't disappear. How's that sound, guys?
Michael, I have a
Anything?
question.
Yes?
Because I live near the ocean, as I think a fair number of us do, I put a certain amount of eelgrass, sea grass in it. Do you have any kind of, in your head, limit as a percentage of that?
The main thing I go by is too much of one thing.
Yeah.
You need air, heat, moisture and carbon.
Right.
That's what you need in any compost, even with worms. So too much of, like I've got in my back garden, which we'll see hopefully for the time today, too much algae in my little pond that goes in the compost, but it's not a lot. Yeah. Any other questions before we go upstairs? And
If we come marketing, alright for us to peep in?
what's that?
If we come do our marketing here, we can peep into the bin?
Of course. This is your place now. They're your bins. Christ, nobody else is looking after them. Yeah.
Because of the mechanism inside with the air,
Yeah.
does that mean you don't produce it? I've got all these stories of
That's
people
right.
saying, oh, you put in there and turn it.
Again, this is a place of truth. Beth brought some compost burners, and they're excellent. But she's hidden them, so she just doesn't have to use them. One thing that is important when you're using these augers is don't go down the centre, because you're going to rip into the central chimney and break it. So these are excellent things. Does anybody have an area bin like this, or a big compost system?
I've got a big beehive.
Right, so I'm going to give this to you to take away and play with. In these, they go down the side, not in the centre, because they'll damage the chimney. Does anybody else?
I've got one.
Have you? Does anybody else want to take this away? They are fantastic. And so what you do, say your compost is this deep, you don't have to go down here, just halfway, loosen it up. Getting that air there is the key. A lot of it compacts. So who was the person who was having, theirs was too moist? Yeah. So does anybody want this? I'll give it away or lend it?
We'll take one.
I'm going to lend it to you.
Okay, well we haven't got the right.
Well, we've got that.
we've got
like one of the ones on the this mystery one that God knows how long it's been there. It's on the swinging.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. So
exactly like.
Yeah. And the trouble with those is you've got to fill them all. It all has to be composted before you can use it.
Yeah.
And they're really hard to push around. Right. So they're a one-shot only thing, and you sort of wait.
And if you don't have enough, then you're always, and it just sits there, and the best you get out of it is the leachate.
You walk it and you say one day, and the day never comes.
So for a multiple household plan, like an apartment block, something like this.
Yeah. What I'd like you to do is go find the Tumblr blog, put a photograph, and I'll confirm what I've said to you in there, so you can get specific advice. Can you do that for us?
Yeah.
You said to get like a compost and stick up the next month. What's
Okay, I think we're running out of time. We'll answer that upstairs. I've got the chill Jamie calling to me.
7:30.
These things here.
Alright, how do I stop?
Just click the